Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 24 of What If Naruto Was Neglected by Everyone. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was a Badass Genius and enjoy that guys. And over on Anime King 2, I post a new episode of What If Naruto Was Banished and gathered all the Jinchurikis. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And also, later on I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto Was a Deceitful God. So stay in tune for that and I hope you guys enjoy. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support guys, and yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails.
So, the last part we left off, Naruto exit his ultimate Susanoo as he landed on the ground to see Kabuto. As Kabuto brought back Madara, as Madara was kind of surprised to see what is going on. It seems that Naruto has turned on the plan and changed. As Naruto told him he no longer wished to go into that dream world. As Nagato realized that all of it was a lie, he was truly being used by this man. This fake Madara, who called himself Obito now, as Obito took off his mask. As Konan arrived, Naruto looked over at Madara and Obito as he told them he will deal with Nagato and they should not interfere. Madara simply stepped back as he wanted to see the battle. He wanted to see how strong Naruto has become, and rating from that ultimate Susanoo behind him, the kid has surely improved. Madara then saw Kabuto in the distance as he walked over to him, as he asked him if he was the one who performed the jutsu. As Kabuto said yes, I am the one who, but he couldn't get to finish that sentence, as Madara Susanoo flared up and grabbed Kabuto and squashed him, thinking that he could control Madara Uchiha, as Madara is now an unbound reanimation. As Naruto took on Nagato, as Nagato told Konan to not enter, the both of them started battle, as Nagato quickly realized that Naruto was keeping up with him and even pushing past him, as Naruto showed him that without his Rinnegan, he's nothing. As Naruto showed him that all ability that he could do, Naruto can just cancel it, as he wasn't any match for Naruto as a giant, colossal Susanoo was behind him still watching the battle. As the clone then rained down the swords of Susanoo, nearly impaling Nagato until he used an almighty push with so much power, it blew back the swords, but it made him weak. As Naruto dashed forward and Naruto started to beat the absolute crap out of him. Konan intervened, but Naruto then vanished as he appeared behind her. As Madara noticed that, as he asked Obito what the hell was that. He didn't teleport, and that wasn't speed. Seeing that Naruto just used his Mangekyo Sharingan ability, as he knocked out Konan. He see Konan as a very valuable asset. She was so loyal to Nagato, even willing to give her life, as she would be a good asset on his team. As Naruto pretended like he was about to kill her, as Nagato charged forward in blind rage, as Naruto then swiped forward, ripping his sword right through the man's gut. As Naruto came over him and ended him by stabbing him right through the chest. Naruto then created a clone and take up Konan, as Clone went off with her. As Naruto turned back to Madara and Obito, as he told Madara today is not the day they will fight. Besides, he's not in the right body. He's just a stupid reanimation. When he get back his true body, that is why Naruto left Nagato's body over there, with the Rinnegan still in his eyes. And with that, Naruto simply left. A group of Konoha shinobis were passing by as they witnessed that. They came home and reported it to Minato right away, as Minato called Narume, Mito, Kushina to his office along with Jiraiya, as he told them what he had seen. As the way they described the thing, it sounds so huge, to just able to wipe out Konoha like that. How could Naruto possess that kind of power? We then skip to Naruto and Mienma, as both of them are on the ground. Naruto has had Guren working on a secret project in the Hidden Sound Village, as no one has catch on to this yet. As Naruto had the Gedo statue in his possession, as Konan was locked up in a cell, as she had seals all over her body, as she couldn't break out and turn the paper and fly away. As she told Naruto she will never work for him, she will never be on his side. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check out for yourself, so let's start this new episode. We start this episode with the King of Hell, as he was currently throwing, as Naruto was in front of him with his Rinnegan pulsating. The King of Hell then opened his mouth, as Mienma was beside Naruto, as a tear slipped from Mienma's eyes, as there was a bright smile on Naruto's face, not of battle, not of hatred or anger, or a sick twisted smile. He was happy, as the both of them saw Liz emerge. Before Liz could understand what the hell is going on or where she is, Mienma rushed forward as he grabbed her, as the King of Hell went back down into the ground and vanished, as Mienma hugged her very tight, as he was crying. As Liz understand what is going on, she hugged back her brother. "Am I alive?" she said. "Yes you are," he said. "Naruto brought you back." Naruto?" As she looked to see Naruto's eyes. You have changed," she said to him, as she hugged back Mienma, as he hugged her rather tightly. As Naruto stepped forward. "Took you guys long enough," she said, with her same attitude. As Naruto and Mienma both chuckled, as they missed this. "I'm glad you're back," Naruto said. "Hey, what happened to your eyes?" As Naruto smiled. "You have a lot of catching up to do. You're telling me," said Liz. Meanwhile, that was going on. Jiraiya jumped through Minato's window. "You know, I have a door, right?" said Minato, as he put aside his paper. "So, have you found anything important?" he asked. "Well, I found something strange." "And what is that?" Minato asked. "The village of the sound." "The village owned by Orochimaru? What about it?" "Well, for one thing, I believe Orochimaru is dead." "You believe he's dead? Why?" asked Minato. "Well, my spies has usually been able to gather information on him, to find sightings of him somewhere, but now he's completely fell off the grid. It's not like the time that he went missing. There is no sign or anything of him. And to make it even more proven, the village of the sound, some weird thing is going on there." "What do you mean by weird?" asked Minato. "Well, one of my spies gathered intel about it, and when I went there to see for myself, he was right. I could not go inside the village." "What do you mean you could not go inside it?" "Exactly what I said. You cannot see it with your naked eye, but there is some kind of barrier there, preventing anyone that doesn't belong in the village to go in." As I witnessed other ninjas and civilians walked inside without worry that the barrier wasn't even there, and when I tried to talk to any one of them, they stepped back, as they had angry looks on their faces, and they seemed to recognize me somehow. I know my name is big, but for all of them, even younger teenagers, neither of them wanted to talk to me. It seems like something was truly up. "I don't understand," said Minato. "Well, the thing is, the barrier, it had demonic chakra in it." "What?" "And as we know, all of the tail beasts has been taken. So the only tail beast remain was Naruto. And from the intel the envoys gathered that you told me about, the bodies, Naruto faced off against all the Akatsuki members, and it seems like him and Mienma were able to destroy them. That means Naruto has abandoned the Akatsuki, so that barrier could only mean one thing. Naruto is in the hidden sound right now." Minato narrowed his eyes. "You could be onto something," he said. "I know," said Jiraiya. "I believe he has been there the entire time. That is why we weren't able to find him at all. That is why it just seemed like he fell off the grid, because none of us would consider looking there. I believe Naruto was the one to take Orochimaru's life as well, and take control of the village." "You believe so?" he said. "Yes, I do," said Jiraiya. "I guess I'll have to bring this up in the upcoming meeting." "When is that again?" "In 5 days, said Minato. Time skip. The next day, Konan was lying on the bed in the cell that she was in, as her stomach grumbled. She looked across the room as there was food there, on a tray. There was a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. There was a glass of steak. There was also a glass of water. And there was also freshly cooked dinner there. That was given to her last night by one of the people of this village as she saw their headband, the Sound Village. He just came in and put it down, but didn't say anything. But she refused to eat it. The reason being, she doesn't see the point anymore. She lost Yaiko. No, she lost Nagato. What is the point of living anymore? She doesn't know what it is. She feel like giving up. She feel like just dying. She doesn't have anyone in the world that care about her anymore. What is the point of staying alive? They were being used by the fate Madara all their life. Up to the point of the Akatsuki. Up to their true goal of bringing peace to this world. They were just a pawn in someone else's scheme. And that was a big waste of their time. And now Nagato is gone. Because of that same pawn. Him being so long. As she doesn't see the reason anymore. She was snapped from her thoughts when she heard the door opening. As she didn't even move to look who it was. Her cell door then opened as well. As a person stepped inside. She didn't even look over. As there was a dragging of a chair on the ground. It then stopped. As she could hear the person sit down. She didn't look over to the person. She just waited for the person to say something. When a good 5 minutes passed, she was getting flustered and irritated as this person came in here and not saying a word until now. She then turned her head to see him sitting there, the man that she hated so much, as she clenched her fists. But there was no point of getting up. She couldn't even reach him because of these chains. As she just turned her head away from him. As Naruto didn't say a word, he just sat there until 10 more minutes passed. She got even more flustered and irritated. What the hell do you want? She asked. Nothing, Naruto said. Just waiting on you to acknowledge that I'm here. I acknowledge you. Can you go now and leave me? Why haven't you been eating? He asked her. Why should you care? Because soon enough you're going to be on my ranks. And I don't want you to be lightheaded because you haven't eaten for some time. She scoffed. You really think I'll ever join you? You sick, twisted, naive bastard. After what you have done to me. After what you have taken away from me. Oh? Naruto said, cutting her off. And what is that? What exactly have I taken away from you? You took Nagato away from me. Nagato? Oh. Well, he was going to die soon enough, said Naruto. You rotten bastard, she said to him, losing her composure. What did you just say? Yes, he was. Think about it. The Rinnegan did not fit him. He got paralyzed by just getting them in his eyes. Look at me. I have the Rinnegan as well. My body is still in perfect condition. I know you've seen the signs. He must be coughing up blood one day or something like that from overusing his ability. And all this time, you guys has been working for Obito, the fake Madara, who has just been using you. Tell me, how does that make you feel? Are you my counselor or therapist now? She asked him. As Naruto chuckled dryly. Not really, he said. But you should know. Soon enough you'll have to make a choice. Oh, and what choice is that? Either to join me or die. Well then, go ahead and kill me. It's not like I have anything to live for anymore, she said. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I see you refuse to eat. But you're still gonna get food, and I can see that you don't want to eat them. And if you continue this up, you will die of starvation. Do you really want that? That is a horrible way of going out. Feeling your body, eating itself from the inside. Is that something you want? If you do, you're even more twisted than I thought. As she didn't say anything to him. Naruto didn't sigh. Alright, fine. Let me let you on a secret. It's about your friend, Yaiko. What? She said. How did you... Oh, I got the information from Obito. He told me everything about you guys and your past. How he has been tricking you and using you guys all along. Using you like pawns in his own game. Yes, that is what you all were, pawns. Nothing more, nothing less. But now I'm giving you a chance to get rid of that role. Let me guess, you want me to join you so we can work together and bring them down? Oh, not really, Naruto said. I can take them down myself. That is not what I need your help for. I need you to be one of my generals. Generals? Yes, soon enough this world will change. After we go to war, I will crumble each nation. And I want you to be one of my generals, leading my army. She chuckled. Your army? And what exactly is that? You don't have a village backing you. As Naruto chuckled dryly. You should know. I spent 3 years looking for missing nins and other capable ninjas. 3 years of intense training. I was training myself along with Liz and Mienma, but I was also training other ninjas. Other ninjas to fight by my side. Why do you think I just completely fell off the grid in those 3 years? You should have done your research. But I guess you couldn't locate me, Naruto said. That's right, she said to herself. In the 3 years he just went missing. As a smirk came on Naruto's face. You will see soon enough. But that is not why I'm here. To talk about my rules and all that. I'm here because I want you to be on my side. I already told you before I will never help you. Well, that's the thing. You know that your friend Yaiko was killed by Hanzo. Why the hell are you reminding me of that, she asks. Well, because you think that Hanzo was behind it, right? But you should know he wasn't. What do you mean, she said. Well, it was Danzo of the Leaf Village. Danzo of the Leaf Village? What does he have to do with anything? Well, Danzo believed that you were becoming too powerful. So, he created a plan to watch you all fall by convincing Hanzo that you will be a threat to his plan. That you guys are a nuisance and need to be taken care of. Hanzo didn't have any problem with you. Think about it. At first, he saw the good that you guys were doing. He actually liked the Akatsuki. But after being convinced by Danzo, Hanzo turned against you guys and then treated you guys like you were the villains. And that is why your friend, Yaiko, died back then. Perhaps if he was alive, that wouldn't have happened to you guys. And you should also know it was Obito who slaughtered your entire Akatsuki forces back then. That small army that you used to have. He was the one who slaughtered them, one by one, to try and break Nagato's spirit. He was going to kill Yaiko as well, because he knew that Yaiko wouldn't allow him to take part or control the Akatsuki. And how exactly do you know this? Well, me and Obito were good friends before, when he thought I was going along with his plan. So yeah, he trusts me. And also I got a lot of information from Madara. So, do you believe me, Naruto asks? And why should I care about this now? It's not like there's anything for me to live for. That's where you're wrong, Naruto said. Think about it. Don't you want to make Danzo pay for what he did? Don't you want a new goal? A new hope in this life? I can give you those. I can give your life purpose again. You don't have to trust me or be my friend. But if you want a new start, a new goal, a way to continue the work that Nagato and Yaiko wanted, I can give you that. If you want to continue their work of bringing peace to this world. Peace? She scoffed. You don't want peace. You want war and destruction. Well, that is it, huh? Think about it. Before peace, there will have to be destruction so you can build peace in this world. That is why you have to break it down. Break down the current society and build it back up. And with that, Naruto got up. If you want to die here, from lack of eating, you can. But if I walk out this door, you will never see me again. And you will die in here. People forgotten about you. Your dreams will never be completed. It will all be for a waste. But you can still bring this world to peace. So, if I walk out this door and you don't say anything to me, I will never come back and you will die here all alone. In misery. Trust me, it's gonna be hard. And with that, Naruto started to walk away. As he reached the door handle and turned it, as he pulled it, it doesn't look like she was going to call him back until he put one foot outside. Hey, wait! As Naruto turned and looked at her. I still don't like you, and I'll never trust you, she said, as a smirk came on Naruto's face. Time skip. 4 days later. What? The Raikage said, as we currently have Minato, Meitarumi, and Temari, the Raikage, all of them. They were in the Kage's meeting as they were at the Land of Iron. 5 times bigger? As Minato just explained everything, as the group was puzzled. Madara Uchiha? Rinnegan? As they couldn't understand, how could this be possible? Madara Uchiha was supposed to be dead a long time ago, asked the Raikage. There is a forbidden jutsu, said Minato. It's called the Edo Tensei. And from the description that Madara had, we believe that was used on him to bring him back. The lines and the eyes. The soul was placed into a body. It was created by the second Hokage, Minato said. But it was a forbidden jutsu, so it must not be in use. But I believe somehow, Orochimaru Lucky Kabuto got his hands on it. Yes, you told us that Lucky was there on the site, said Meitarumi. So what now? This is more, even more dangerous. Madara Uchiha, the man that went toe to toe with Hoshirama Senju. That is known as a god of shinobi in this world. Yes, this is truly troublesome, said Temari, as she couldn't believe what she was hearing. This is making a turn for the worse. And Naruto, the Raikage said, that boy possessing the Rinnegan, those eyes, how did he possess them? I don't understand myself, said Minato. As Meitarumi then spoke, what about his village? You, said Jiraiya of the Sannin went there. He could not enter. Yes, that is a strange thing. He said that there was some kind of barrier, and it was tint with demonic chakra. Naruto is the only one that possesses a tail beast now. All of the other hosts are probably dead by now, after the Akatsuki captured them, using them for their own means. So, I believe that Naruto has something to do with this, seeing that he was fighting the Akatsukis. When we came to the battle site, there were body parts and Akatsuki robes all over the place. Seeing that Naruto was able to take each and every one of them down. Well, at least that is good, said Temari. Good, the Raikage said. And how exactly is that good? With the Akatsuki out of the picture, we only have to focus on Madara, and this other Uchiha, and Naruto. The Raikage slammed his fist on the table. You don't understand. Naruto is a far more threat, dangerous than the Akatsuki. If what Minato is saying is correct, after witnessing with my own eyes the power of his Susanoo, and now knowing that he was holding back all along, if something that huge has more power than his previous ones, he could trample one of our village with ease. And he destroyed my village by himself. If he didn't leave, he would have completely eradicated, but he chose to leave on purpose. So imagine, when things turned out in his favor and he decided to attack the village head on, what will we do then? As Temari clenched her fists, as she was really starting to feel a strain of being a Kazekage. Things were not looking good, with Naruto with his power and all that. Meanwhile, a distance away, Madara himself and Obito, who was not wearing a mask anymore, were coming to the 5 Kages meeting, as Black Zetsu had informed them that this is going on. And Madara wanted to test these Kages to see what they're capable of. As Obito looked over at him, as Madara was revived, Obito had one Sharingan and one Rinnegan in his eye, as he was able to bring back Madara. Madara right now has one Rinnegan and one Sharingan as well. That Sharingan is from the countless number of Sharingans that Obito possessed, that he took from the Uchiha massacre. Right now Madara is just using Obito. Once the time is right, he will get rid of him. But now he needs him. You know, you're just a child, said Obito. The reason why Madara is here, he just wants to play with the current Kages to see what they're capable of. My fight with Naruto will be coming soon. I have to know the strength in this timeline now, to see if any of these Kages are able to match Hoshirama Senju. I already told you, none of them have the power to do that. I want to see with my own eyes, he said. Suddenly, someone descended down from the sky and landed right in front of them a few feet away. As Obito quickly went on guard, as he quickly saw who it was. Naruto, he said, as Madara just stood there with his arm crossed. Is today the day you wish to test me? He asked. Not really, Naruto said. I can see that you're back. The power is flowing through you. No longer reanimation. This body suits you well, doesn't it? Naruto asked. You can fight and feel the battle. Madara chuckled. You know, I have turned you, showed you the experience of battle, and it makes you love battling so much. That is the reason why you want to test me, isn't it? Well, that is one of the many reasons. But I know why you're here. How could this be possible? How could you know that we will be going here? Asked Obito. I have my sources, Naruto said. But now, I came here to give you a warning. Do not kill any of the current Kages. And why should I listen to you? Madara asked. Because if you don't, I will ascend to a level of a god before I take our battle, and then I will squash you. I have seen your foolish attempts of trying to summon the Gedo statue, but it's not working, right? What have you done to it? Asked Obito. That is me to know and you to... Well, you're not gonna find out. But let's just say, you cannot summon it, so stop trying. Now, if you go against my orders by killing any of them, I will absorb the Jobe. Yes, I will. And then I'll rain down on you like a vengeful god. I won't even give you the chance to fight me on equal terms. I will slaughter you. And Obito, all of your hopes and dreams will be crushed once I became the new Jinchuriki host of the Ten Tails. So I suggest you guys listen to me. I know you're the one that's gonna be fighting Madara. You know you're acting really childish. You just want to test your powers against them to see what they're capable of. As Madara looked at Naruto, I don't know what you are capable of yet, so I need to see the standards of this new world. As Naruto chuckled, trying not to act like a kid. Well, you heard what I said. Don't kill any of them, or else you'll regret it, Naruto said. As he poofed away. Just a clone, said Obito. What now? He looked at Madara. Well, you heard what he said. I'll guess I'll just have to hold back the killing blow. Meanwhile, at the meeting, behind Minato was Yamato and Kakashi. As Kakashi didn't know why, but he had a bad feeling, like something terrible was going to happen today. The moment he thought those words, it came. As everyone in the room stopped talking, as the wall suddenly was blown to pieces, as Naruto Uchiha stepped inside, with his red eyes looking at them, as all of them got on guard. The Raikage quickly encased himself in lightning, as Minato pulled a 3-pronged kunai, as Temari pulled her fan, as Meitoumi readied herself to fire her lava or her acid, as all of them looked over at him. Seeing all of them prepared, Naruto simply chuckled. Don't worry, he said as he gestured for them to settle down, but neither of them did. I am not here to fight, he said to them. Truly, I am just here to talk. Talk? About what? Minato said. Well, I'm here to talk about Madara, and what's going to happen in a few minutes. The Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto. So it's true, he said. Madara is really back. Yes, and this time, he's back, in full flesh and blood. He wants to feel the battle experience, and now he's back to feel that. And he will be here soon. And if you aren't ready, he will obliterate all of you. From hearing and seeing your expression when I say Madara, I'm guessing that your flies got the opportunity to tell you what happened at the battlefield, Minato. You knew about that, said Minato. Of course I did. I just wanted them to watch so they can see what they're going up against. I'm guessing you see my ultimate Susanoo. Good. I can use that to slaughter and crush Konoha whenever I want. Don't worry, Naruto said as he saw the frightened look came on Minato's face. It won't be now. As Naruto walked over to a small podium, as Mifune had his hand rested on his sword hilt. You know, Samurai, I respect your style of fighting and your honor. And believe me when I say I'm not here to fight, you can settle down. Why should I listen to a liar words as you? You are the infamous Naruto Namikaze after all. No, you got it wrong. There's been a change of name. It's Naruto Uchiha now. Call me Uchiha Naruto, okay? As Naruto sit down, rather calmly, even though all four of the Kages were glaring at him as either of them ready to strike at any moment notice. As Naruto started to speak, but as soon as he did, the right Kage appeared in front of him. He drive his one arm forward as he drive it down on Naruto as Naruto's ribcage came alive as Naruto was still sent pummeling down into the ground. Temari pulled her fan as she fired off a gust of wind that rocketed over there and exploded as Kankuro fired off multiple needles from his puppet. As Meitarumi fired off a huge glob of lava as it just splattered over the area, incinerating everything that it touched. As the rest of them waited to see, but to their surprise, only thing that they managed to burn was a stone and the podium. Well, it seems all of you are really having a bad day, as all of them looked around to see Naruto just standing there completely unharmed, as he sit down again on the small stairway. The next time that happened, someone will die in here, he said, as he narrowed his eyes at all of them. After saying that, there was a huge, mighty roar that shook the entire place. A distance away, Madara and Obito looked at the sight. What the hell? Obito said. I thought he said he would allow you to fight. Well, I think he's just messing with them, Madara said. He has no intention to use that on the current Kages, as they saw Naruto Ultimate Susanoo looming over the building, as it could just bring down its foot and squash it. The Susanoo leaned over as it used its hand and tear off the roof of the building, throwing it away as its face, its red eyes, peeing down on all of them. All of them looked up in shock. They heard what Minato said, but seeing it right in front of them made them scared. Even the Raikage, who usually rush into things, he was beyond scared, as this thing is more than capable enough to squash his village by just stepping into it, killing countless of people. If Naruto had this, then he could defeat his village. But then, Naruto chuckled seeing their reaction as all of them turned back to him. Don't worry, I won't use it. That is just a sign of precaution to show you the next time any of you do something that I don't like, someone in here will die. Now, he said, as all of them still had their eye on the giant monster. Will you all look at me, Naruto said. It's time that I explain a few things. Firstly, Madara was the one to train me, as gasps could be heard. What? Madara was supposed to be dead a long time ago, said Temari. Yes, that is what you all thought. But he survived the battle with the ability of the Sharingan to make it seem like he was dead when he faced off against Hashirama Senju. He then went into hiding, as he was in no state to fight anymore, where he then traveled the world, doing all sorts of things. And you should already know by now the Akatsuki is gone. Only 2 members are left, and I'm not counting Madara. I'm counting the Masked Man. Masked Man asked Minato. Oh yes, and this will be a shock to you, Minato. Wait till I tell you who he is. As Minato narrowed his eyes, who is he asked. None other than your former student, Obito Uchiha. As Minato was beyond shocked, as he couldn't understand. But Kakashi was even more shocked as he stepped forward. What did you just say? He said. Obito is dead. Don't you speak his name. As Naruto chuckled slightly. Wait till you see him then. Because he's coming here along with Madara. And you stop wearing that stupid mask. All this time your friend has been alive. You know what you did. You let Ren die. And that is why I hate you, Kakashi. You're a bigger failure. And he hates you and resents you for that. And you too, Minato. You're known for your speed, but you're always late when you should be there. Making Obito presumed dead and making Ren die. Kakashi, you stabbed her through the heart? Man, that's cold. As Kakashi clenched his fist as he stepped forward, Kakashi, calm yourself, said Minato. Don't do anything rash. Yes, You should really watch yourself, Kakashi, because it would be rather easy to kill you right now. Now let me get back to my story. After Obito was presumed dead, he was taken by Madara. He wasn't dead, his ability allowed him to slip through the rocks. Yes, a strange ability indeed. And he was working and going by the name of Madara Uchiha all this time. And recently Madara was brought back to the world with the Edo Tensei. I'm guessing you all know that by now. Well done, Minato, Naruto said. I guess your information gathering skills are great from your subordinates. So Madara has brought himself back to life with the use of Nagato Rinnegan. Nagato was supposed to be the leader of the Akatsuki, but Obito was the real leader. And now, Nagato is dead because I killed him. But now Madara is here. He has one Rinnegan and one Sharingan. Obito has the same, one Rinnegan and one Sharingan. Soon enough they will be here. And Madara alone will be fighting you. All presumed to be on Kage's level. You should be strong enough to hold yourself. Well, that's an understatement. You should know that Madara was able to go toe-to-toe with Hashirama Senju. And neither of you here are on Hashirama's level. Far from it. Even though you're strong, Dad, Naruto said. As he emphasized on the word dad, you're nowhere near Hashirama's level. Why are you telling us all of this? Are you protecting us? Trying to prepare us for what to come? Well, yeah, kind of, Naruto said. I also want to see what you all are capable of. It's a shame that the old man is not here. He still presumes that he can handle me and the Akatsuki himself. Seeing that the Akatsuki is gone now, I presume I'll pay him a visit and show him that he should hurry up and be a part of the alliance. And when he arrives, don't bother to throw him out. Take him in with open arms, because you're gonna need him for this upcoming war. War? Said Minato. What did you expect? You think that everything is going to be peace? Soon enough, the Fourth Great Ninja War will be here. And don't worry, Minato, I haven't forgotten my revenge on Konoha. That will happen soon enough. I'm just biding my time, waiting for the perfect opportunity to make sure all of them suffer. As Naruto then got up, well, that is all I came here to say. As he started to walk away, Naruto, wait, said Minato. You can stop this. You can come back to the village and we can be a family again. With your help, we can stop all of this, and we don't have to do this war. As Naruto chuckled, you really think that it would be that easy? As he activated his Rinnegan, my hatred for Konoha burned brightly as always. I will never forgive your village for what they did to me. As Naruto's killing intent started to spread, even though they were Kage level, they could feel it. As the Raikage, he felt like his body couldn't even move, as Naruto was releasing so much malice and rage. Naruto calmed himself. Perhaps this is not the right time. Your village, it will be crushed soon enough. Even though you all were my family once, we are still your family, said Minato. Not anymore. Maybe if you did not neglect me, and if you had been by my side, none of this would have happened. Maybe I would have still be home with all of you, and we will be a happy family. But after what you've done, you all seal your fate. Oh, push yourself hard in this upcoming battle, because if you don't, I assure you all of you will die. And with that, Naruto went off in a blur of speed as he went outside and vanished. As all of the Kages just looked at each other. What now? Asked Temari. Hearing that Madara Uchiha is coming here himself, that legendary shinobi, can they all face him? As Kakashi was still stunned to hear that Obito was alive, as he wanted to see this with his own eyes. He wanted to see if Obito was truly on the Akatsuki, if he was truly alive all these years. Kakashi was blaming himself for his death, and Obito has taken this dark path. As Minato was there, conflicted and confused. Too much things were on his mind right now. He had Madara to worry about, he had Naruto, he had the village safety to worry about, as he wished he could just go back in time and stop all of this. Everything was just getting out of hand, and soon enough, the world shall be in great chaos if what Naruto said is true. The war. A fourth great ninja war. As Minato was snapped from his thoughts, Minato said the Raikage. If what he says is true, we have to prepare ourselves. Madara Uchiha is no joke. You should know that after all. Ah, so my name is still larger in these areas, said a voice. As all of them turned to look towards the hole that Naruto just went through. As all of your eyes was gaping in shock. So everything was true. As they could see him, there was no doubt that was him. As Kakashi was beyond shock, beside Madara was Obito, just standing there, that impassive look on his face. Obito, Kakashi said. As Obito looked at him, Kakashi, he said with no emotion in his tone. Madara didn't smirk, so I'm guessing the boy has already come here and explained to you. Well now, let's see what this generation have to offer. It's time we have a dance. But guys, be NSEP, so right here, if you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was a Badass Genius. And over on Anime King 2, I posted a new episode of What If Naruto gathered all of the Jinchuriki after being banished. And stay in tune, because after that I'm going to be posting What If Naruto Was a Deceitful God. So stay in tune for that as well, guys. And also guys, remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support, guys. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get out of here. See you over Anime King 2. Peace, guys.